What a showdown last night. You know, I've been involved with every presidential debate going back 30 years. Never seen anything like this. It was fierce. It was personal. Both candidates relentless.
Well, this race is like none we've ever seen before.
Absolutely.
No question about that. Unusual race, unforgettable debate. And let's look at Hillary Clinton. She stopped by watch party last night to celebrate her debate performance. Looked pretty happy right there. Donald Trump decided to skip his. He went straight to reporters in the spin room to declare victory.
Last night's debate expected to grab a historic audience, a debate generating nearly 7 million tweets. Yes, becoming the most tweeted debate ever, and an estimated more than 100 million people watching it live, almost 20 million engaging on Facebook.
And those are the Super Bowl numbers.
Yeah.
And that conversation was so much about those viral moments. Donald Trump sniffling, many people wondering if he had a cold. And a lot of talk about this, a lot of sniffling going on. And a lot of talk about the candidates' facial expressions, from Trump's head shakes to Clinton's looks of disbelief.
There is much to discuss this morning, the morning after. Both candidates heading back on the trail, though, this morning. There's Hillary Clinton's plane ready to take off, and both vice presidential candidates are standing by right now to weigh in. But first, ABC's Tom Llamas is at Hofstra University, where Clinton and Trump faced off last night. Good morning, Tom.
Robin, good morning to you. What a night. In front of that massive audience, Hillary Clinton called Donald Trump a racist, a sexist, and said he was not releasing his taxes because he wanted to hide his tax rate. Now, Donald Trump said Hillary Clinton is not healthy enough to become president, and said after 30 years in public service, she has nothing to show for it. The first presidential debate turned into a backyard brawl.
So when you try to act holier than thou, it really doesn't work.
I have a feeling that by the end of this evening, I'm going to be blamed for everything that's ever happened.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Early on, Clinton painting Trump as a rich kid who turned into a ruthless businessman.
He started his business with $14 million borrowed from his father, and he really believes that the more you help wealthy people, the better off we'll be, and that everything will work out from there. I don't buy that.
The candidates repeatedly interrupting each other, and also interrupting the moderator, Lester Holt.
She tells you how to fight ISIS on her website. I don't think General Douglas MacArthur would like that too much.
The next segment, we're continuing
Well,
the subject
at least I have a plan to fight ISIS.
Clinton putting Trump on defense over not releasing his taxes.
When he had to turn them over to state authorities when he was trying to get a casino license, and they showed he didn't pay any federal income tax. So
that makes
if
me
he's
smart.
paid
But Trump winning over the crowd when he said this.
When she releases her 33,000 emails that have been deleted, as soon as she releases them, I will release my tax returns.
Clinton addressing her email scandal.
You know, I made a mistake using a private email.
That's for sure.
And if I had to do it over again, I would obviously do it differently. But I'm not going to make any excuses. It was a mistake, and I take responsibility for that.
But then Trump hit turbulence. First, failing to explain why he pushed the notion that President Barack Obama was not born in the U.S. for 5 years, knowing it was a lie.
I was the one that got him to produce the birth certificate, and I think I did a good job.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to follow up, and I will let you respond to that, because if there's a lot there, but we're talking about racial healing in this segment. What do you say to Americans?
Well, it was I say nothing. I say nothing because I was able to get him to produce it.
As Trump struggled, Clinton took advantage.
He has really started his political activity based on this racist lie that our first black president was not an American citizen.
And the Republican nominee maintaining he was against the war in Iraq, though no proof of that exists.
Donald supported the invasion of Iraq.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
wrong.
Proved.
I was against the war in Iraq, just so you put it out.
The record shows otherwise.
The record does not show that.
Why is your judgment
The record shows that I'm right.
But Trump taking his own shots, reminding voters of Clinton's recent health issues.
I've been all over the place. You decided to stay home.
But Clinton turned the tables on that attack.
I think Donald just criticized me for preparing for this debate. And yes, I did. And you know what else I prepared for? I prepared to be president.
Trump also questioning Clinton's appearance and stamina.
She doesn't have the look. She doesn't have the stamina. To be president of this country, you need tremendous stamina.
Clinton responding with a list of accomplishments.
as soon as he travels to 112 countries and negotiates a peace deal, a ceasefire, a release of dissidents, an opening of new opportunities in nations around the world, or even spends 11 hours testifying in front of a congressional committee, he can talk to me about stamina.
Then Clinton spotlighting some of Trump's harshest attacks on women.
He tried to switch from looks to stamina. But this is a man who has called women pigs, slobs, and dogs.
Now, I caught up with Trump after the debate, and he told me the reason why he did not bring up Bill Clinton's past infidelities after Hillary Clinton attacked him on those comments on women. Here's what he said. Mr. Trump, how do you think you did tonight?
I thought it was great. I mean, I got everything I wanted to say. I got it out, other than the transgressions of Bill. But I thought, and I didn't want to do it with Chelsea, who I think is a very wonderful young lady. I didn't want to say what I was going to say with Chelsea in the room. So maybe they're well off to bring Chelsea all the time.
Now, Trump did have one complaint. He said his mic was defective and wondered out loud in the spin room if that was done on purpose, George.
Done on purpose. Okay, Tom Llamas, thanks very much.